I Gets Lucky, written by Terri Tatchell and illustrated by Ivan Sulima, performed by Ken Lawson.
I was a lemur who had to duck and hide whenever all the people woke and filled the land outside. Because he caused some trouble, they wouldn't soon forget. See, I loved to pull big pranks with almost no regret. He used his creepy hand to scare the young ones and the old. They saw it as a monstrous beast, horrific to behold. He'd skulk around and wait for them to settle down to eat, then slip his creepy hand up close beside them on their seat. And oh my, how it pleased him to see those people squeal. And as a bonus, more than not, they'd huck their yummy meal right at him in his face or mouth. He didn't even care. See, I loved good people food, his payment for their scare. But then one day he went too far. Some people called him Lout, said he was evil and bad luck, and then they cast him out. The word spread far that he was bad, unlucky to behold. A law was passed to keep him out, and fearful tales were told. He had no choice. He had to hide and spend long days alone.
I miss the people and their food.
I would softly moan. So I set to thinking to make himself a plan to win the hearts and trust again of villagers and clan. But all that he could think of were pranks and nasty stuff to make them scared or jumpy.
Ooh.
And his hand, that made it tough.
It's not my fault I'm born that way. I think that they are rude. To banish me and never share their very yummy food.
So I felt a little mad and vowed to run away. He'd find new friends who liked his jokes and wanted him to stay. But as he went, a monster swooped. It came without a sound. He was so scared and wet himself and pooped upon the ground. The monster stopped and said, "Hello." A flying fox was she. "I mean no harm to you, in fact. I'm here to help you, see."
I do not see.
The I screamed.
Why would you scare me so? That wasn't nice to feel such fright. I think that you should go.
The flying fox just smiled at him. She really meant to help. "I pulled a prank on you tonight so you would scream and yelp and see just how those people feel. You scared them to their core and took delight in their spilt food and ate it off the floor. Pulling pranks can be such fun until you really see the way it feels to be so scared, as dreadful as can be." The I stepped away from her, but mostly off the poop.
I do see now. I made them sad. I'd jump through any hoop if I could only find a way to have them as my friends. But there's a law that I'm bad luck. Too late to make amends. My hand, it means they're scared of me, no matter what I try. It's terrible to look at, and sometimes it makes them cry.
Oh, the flying fox held up her paw. It looked almost the same. The I jumped. He was surprised and felt a little lame.
I thought I was the only one who had a creepy hand. Are you also feared and banished forever from their land?
I'm not, because I make a point to make their lives ideal. I eat mosquitoes from the air. They're quite a tasty meal. I keep people safe from danger. Mosquitoes bring disease. zoo, and make them sick or itchy. Really, it's a breeze. So find a way to help them. Even use your creepy paw. Spread good luck and happiness. They'll change their bad luck law. The Eye said his thank yous and turned to face his fears. He'd find some way to win their love. Should he resort to tears?
No, not tears. It needs to be a nice thing that I do that makes them feel some happiness.
He knew his words were true. He waited in the bushes and watched them for a month, when suddenly he saw his chance to save a baby's lunch. Her mother wasn't watching as she threw her food around, and most of it had rolled beneath a boulder on the ground. He ran up fast and smiled at her.
I'm here to help. Don't shout.
And used his longest fingertip to get those food bits out. He placed them on the plate for her. She smiled in gratitude and held his ghastly finger tight and even shared her food. That mother, she came running and screamed in deadly fear. She knew it was a scary thing to have an eye near. But then she saw her daughter, who held his hand so tight. The Eye's face was filled with love. This law just can't be right. Eye could only mean good luck. His love is crystal clear. So that mother stopped the people as they ran and gathered near. One look, and they could also see the error in their ways. From that day on, they made a law. The Eye always stays.